And I think what interesting thing that happens is when you challenge the player, that really engages them. I think we create scenarios which challenge them, get their attention, and usually some kind of emotional hook that whether it's the loss of a loved one or something that actually gets them.
We also try and provoke an emotional response with some of the companion characters. We want them to be a bunch of things at the same time, like a lens through which you see the world. Like they have their own perceptual filter. So just like when you talk to a friend in the real world, and you talk to them and you learn kind of what makes them tick, and you learn what their perceptions was of an event. They're a filter for it. They're not really conveying the only interpretation of that event, but they're portraying a possible interpretation, a possible perception. So when you talk to your companion characters as part of a party as you go through the world, they'll convey impressions of what you're doing, and that's sort of a lens. And they're also a mirror of your own actions. They show you what you've done reflected back at you, but their perception of it. We also like to have the companion characters or other characters in the game, just speaking about how we build them, provoke an emotional response. We'd like it if you like them or love them or hate them. And neutral or kind of like forget them, that's not...
Forgettable doesn't work.
That doesn't work, yeah. We want to make provocative characters that are emotionally engaging. The ones that, if you come to like a character you originally really disliked or hated, that's a powerful, we've done something. We've touched that player in an emotional way, which I see as part of the argument for games as art, that you can get affected, you can get actually emotionally engaged in games now. And it wasn't really true 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, but I think increasingly now it is possible. There are lots of examples where that's the case.
Well, I've heard feedback that we did that very effectively recently with the character Zaid from Mass Effect. He's an extra character that you could download. And people said, they hated him. Like they really didn't, like Guy was mean, rude, like he was just, but as you took him through his personal story, actually they understood him at the end. And that was the really exciting thing about him particularly. They said, yeah, I don't like the guy, but I get what he's doing. I understand why he's doing it. And again, you think of, hey, he's just a bunch of pixels and ones and zeros, yet you're relating to him. I think that's very, very powerful.